Okay. So I think last session there was an issue. Uh, I was showing the slides, but it was stuck for all of you. It was only showing the first slide, and I continued the session. So actually, you did not see the slides, which I did not realize. I think somebody told me, is there only one slide or something, but I couldn't understand. Anyway, today we'll continue. So are you able to see the slides now? I mean, I'm changing the slides. Okay. You are able to see the change of slide?
I can see them.
Okay, fine. Okay. So, okay, Dheeraj bro, if you wish to leave, you can leave also because Sapnil Prabhu has joined also.
Okay, sir.
I mean, Sapnil Prabhu has joined, so if you want, you can leave Dheeraj. But
Yes.
hopefully Sapnil Prabhu will stay back. So then in that case, you can leave. You are available now, Sapnil Prabhu?
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. I just joined late.
Okay, fine. Okay, so yes. So Dheeraj Prabhu, you can leave if you wish. But I need some coordinator. But okay. So I think we did with this the pilot, the reincarnation story, which
Yeah,
we
sweet.
yeah. So that was the last thing I did. Now I'm going ahead. So there's another reincarnation story. There's a case by Sir Ian Stevenson. He has documented 3,000 cases. So one more case here. So just give me a second. Yeah. Yeah, so this is another case study. So this is about Shukla Gupta remembering her past life. So yeah, so here we are not having any video about it, but it's just some kind of details about it. Shukla was a little more than 5. So somebody can read, maybe that'd be good. You can read it. You like to read this? One of you?
Just read what's written on the slide, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, it says a case study by Ian Stevenson, Sukha Gupta remembering her past life.
Oh, you're not able to see the slides. I've changed the slide. You not see?
I see a slide that says a case study by Dr. Ian Stevenson, Sukha Gupta.
It's not changing the slides, huh?
I guess not.
That's the same thing I see, yeah.
Wait a minute. Can you see the slide now? Change slide?
Now we can.
Yeah. Now, can you read this?
Sukla was a little more than 5. Sri Sen Gupta and 5 other members of his family journeyed with her to Bhattapara. When they arrived, Sukla took the lead, avoiding various possible wrong turns. She brought them straight to the house of Sri Amirtal Chakravarti, allegedly her father-in-law in her past life.
You can read further.
Sukla recognized her previous lifetime house. Her mother-in-law, brothers-in-law, husband, and daughter indicated Sri Haridana Chakravarti as her husband.
You can see the photographs also?
Yes.
Sketches, basically, sketches. Go ahead. One more.
Sukla recognized her previous lifetime house. Her
Yeah,
mother-in-law.
the last one, you can, the nicknames as well as real names are of her brother-in-laws. So these are all things she recognized actually. Yeah. And there are many famous scientists and philosophers, those who believed in reincarnation. Benjamin Franklin, what does he say? Can some other person read it? Yes. Go ahead, one of you. Would you like to try, Nancy? Would you like to try?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, since we're Americans here. Finding myself to exist in the world, I believe I shall in some shape or other always exist.
Yeah, John Adams, what does he say?
Those souls who revolted against God were placed here to transmigrate through various species of animals, birds, reptiles, etc.
Socrates, what does he say?
I am confident that there truly is such a thing as living again and the living spirit from the dead. Sorry, my photos are over it.
Living spring from the dead.
Right, living spirit from the dead.
So all of them, you can see that they have, that understanding and faith about existence of soul beyond the body. They have that realization, they have that knowledge and understanding. So now we are getting into something very wonderful, practical benefits of knowledge of soul in everyday life. So this is a very wonderful slide and a very wonderful and practical and very helpful discussion what we're going to have this. So if you can understand this particular concept which I'm going to teach, this can actually help you to address many of the issues in terms of uncontrolled mind and focus. You can focus and how to deal in this world. Very, very nicely you can learn them. So now just pay a little more attention here because this is very important. So look, our existence, as we have discussed before also, like we have gross body, which is made up of Pancha Mahabhuta, earth, water, fire, air, ether. We have subtle body, which is made up of Man, Buddhi, Ahankar, mind, intelligence, and false ego. And then there is soul. The soul is a real person, which is Sat Chit Anand, eternal, full of knowledge and bliss. The soul is spiritual in nature, but subtle body, which is mind, intelligence, and false ego, that is material, and even gross body also is material. Okay, so now how we function in this world, you'll understand with this very nicely what we're going to discuss further. So look, so our gross body has, senses, right? So we have 5 knowledge acquiring senses, 5 okay, and 5 we have, you can say that karmendriya. I don't know what you call karmendriya in English.
I didn't hear the
Working,
question.
working senses.
Action, yeah.
Yeah, working.
Senses with which we perform actions.
Yeah, working senses, you say, I think. Action. Yeah, correct. So like that, there are 2 categories. So 5 of both, right? So here, so working senses in the sense the like legs, hands, these are like working senses. And knowledge acquiring senses are like eyes, nose, tongue, ears, and skin. Okay. So now when we interact in this world, actually we interact with this knowledge acquiring senses at first go. We interact like that. So the senses are actually is there in our body, gross body. We're equipped with these senses, and we interact in the outside world through these senses. Like when you see any object, no. So the eyes, which is a sense organ. So it actually first perceives any sense object. Let's say some kind of form for the eyes like that. For the nose, the sense object would be some smell, some aroma, some smell. That is the sense object for the nose, sense organ. So for the tongue, senses, the sense tongue, the sense organ would be some kind of food, taste, some item which we has some taste. Same way for ears, the sense object would be some sound. And for the skin, the sense object would be some kind of object which can give us some sense of touch, like that. So like that, we have these five senses, and there are various sense objects for all these five senses actually, like that. Now, so these senses, when they come in contact with sense object, then what happens is the senses, uh, they act like a stimuli, and then what happens? The information goes to the mind. The senses, they perceive the sense object through mind. I mean, the information goes to mind. So the mind is actually storehouse of thoughts, unfulfilled desires, and previous experiences. So this is what is the mind made up of. So the signal goes to the mind, and then the mind, it actually has its likes and dislikes. It goes by emotions. Like for example, let's say you happen to see a very tasty favorite food item of yours. When you see that through your eyes, so the information goes to the mind, and the mind starts processing based on previous experiences, based on unfulfilled desires, and various thoughts will come. Like one kind of thing could be that, oh, last time the same item which I'm seeing now was so tasty, and I got only few. Now I want to eat more. So that could be like unfulfilled desire. When previous experience was very good, and the mind gets filled with thoughts. Okay, let me just eat it. Let me just grab it. Let me go for it. All that you may think like that. Now, so this is how the mind works. But there is another next door, entity next to the mind is intelligence. It's called decision maker. So intelligence has a function of discrimination and determination both. So mainly discrimination in terms that what is right and wrong. This is what intelligence function with. What is right, what is wrong, like that. So when we have to deal with wisdom, it has something to do with intelligence. Because wisdom can help us, to discriminate between right and wrong and choose the right. Correct. So that's how the intelligence can discriminate. So now mind, when it having certain proposals, okay, let me go and just grab and all those things, then intelligence can actually give you a very rational, perspective to the whole thing. So intelligence may say, oh, it's true, you may have good experience before and you have unfulfilled desire to eat it more. No, but remember, now you have detected recently with diabetics. So it's not good for you because that food is actually, has a lot of sugar content. It may not be good for you. So, beware. It has a lot of sugar content. So, better you don't go for it, and go for some item which is sugar free and maybe tasty, and it may be also your another favorite item. Like that, intelligence may say, correct, no? So if our so what happened? You're able to see?
Yep.
I don't know why it is showing. Okay. So if intelligence is strong, then intelligence can actually direct the mind and senses in such a way that it will help us. It will help us and it will give us our real benefit. Like say that intelligence when told that okay, you shouldn't go for it, and you actually withdraw yourself. You did not go for it. No. So the intelligence will give the order to the mind and senses. They are not going for it. So you may not go for it. You may not go for it. Though you may be spontaneously trying to go, stepping ahead to take that item, but as soon as the intelligence takes the prominence, then immediately you stop. You don't go for it. You understand it's not good for it. Like that. But let's say intelligence is weak. Now, intelligence may want to say, but intelligence is overpowered by the mind. Mind says, forget it. Hell with all that. I like it, I'm going for it. So if mind becomes that way adamant and it doesn't care about the good, advice given by the intelligence, and mind overpowers the intelligence, then the mind can just direct the senses, working senses like legs and hands, and one can just go for it and eat it. It may happen for some, right? And that's how one may